Okay, here we are live. My fourth YouTube video. It's been about a 6-week break since the last one. And we're in Rayong now. We're living in a condo. This is my condo view here. It's like, here's the bedroom over there. The kitchen, the bathroom's off the kitchen. There's the living room where I sit and do my videos. And anyway, so we're here now. We left our rural village home in Sungnon, which is near Korat, up north. It's about a 6-hour trip from there to here. We're on the Gulf of Thailand coast in Rayong. Our condominium, which we found by chance, we came here, lived in a hotel for 3 days, went looking for an affordable place to live temporarily, since my wife wanted to develop a customer base for her business and really had no business in the village because it was so rural and people were working poor basically. So occasionally we'd get a customer, but not enough to sustain her needs. So here we are temporarily for now, next 3 months until we go back to Sungnon or Korat for the immigration annual visa check-in in February. Right now it's the end of November, and we've got December, January, and at least half of February to stay here in our new condo home. So how did we find this place? Well, we were in the hotel not far from here. We looked around at 3 or 4 different places, ended up over in this area, which is kind of on the outskirts of Rayong. There's just a bunch of big hotel buildings, the condominiums like that. And, of course, there's a major boulevard nearby with all the shops and the Home Pro and the Market Village and all the things we need, plus a lot of smaller shops within walking distance. So they're all within walking distance. The ones in our neighborhood are on the side street. 5 minutes we're there. Fresh vegetables and meats, and otherwise there's a small restaurant across the street and down the street. So, and we have a Lotus, a Top Food, small shop. Again, 5 minutes the other direction. So how do we end up here? We found a place basically across the street for $6,000 per month. That's about $180 per month without a swimming pool. And we thought, well, geez, there's a place next door with a swimming pool. How much is that? $6,500. But you have to have a year contract. We don't want to do that. We only have 3 months for sure. So we said, let's walk down the street. We walked down to the next big complex, which was called D Condo, and went inside. Beautiful swimming pool, huge swimming pool with saline water, not chemicals like chlorine. And we didn't know that at the time. But we said, oh, wow, this is cool. How much is this? So they said, well, we have to find one of the condo owners if they're willing to rent. So they called somebody. They actually had a list, I'm sure. And we found a room here for $6,000 for 3 months, or as long as we stay, pay month to month. And it was $6,000 per month plus $6,000 deposit at the end when we leave. We'll get most of that back, we're pretty sure, because we're going to keep it clean. There's not going to be any damages. They can wait till our bills come through for power and water and then refund the balance. If we decide to stay here, it's just it can be an ongoing cost, $6,000 per month. So for $180,000, we got a 1-bedroom. You saw kind of the video screen. There's our massage mat for my wife. There's the kitchen in the background there. Here's the bedroom with a view of the courtyard, which has a swimming pool. I could show you that. We have a video we'll attach to this live stream of the pool area. So here we are. So my wife has already got her business cards. She's got about 10 menus for her business ordered, and she'll pick those up hopefully today. If not, then Monday. Today is the last day of November, and she got about 3,500 baht worth of business, which is just a slow trickle of business coming in this month. Next month, it should be a steady trickle, and hoping for one or two per day. And she's got things lined up today, tomorrow, the next day. So far, it's starting to happen already. Anyway, so she's better off making money. She doesn't like to be dependent upon my meager Social Security income, excuse me, not earnings. I earned them a long time ago. And that's 900 and something per month. I found out the bank or somebody, probably Social Security Administration, US, is taking out about 4%, 4.5% in a fee out of my check every month. So instead of 947, I'm getting 903. There's $45 just taken off the top. By whom? So I went to the bank and they said, it's not us. It must be the Social Security Administration. So I wrote them an email, got back a generic response, figured out I've got to go to the Philippines, U.S. Embassy in the Philippines, because that's where the check was initially approved to come from the U.S. to my Bangkok bank, wherever I am. They're based in Ao Nong, but we've been moving the last year to get here, to get to the village. So we will plan to figure that one out. But in the meantime, this month's expenses were pretty heavy. I had a hospitalization the very first day or the day after I got here, which is another story. I will play that video after this. And it was basically BPH, benign prostatic hyperplasia, which is an enlarged prostate. And I woke up the day after I got here at 12 o'clock midnight, and I could not go pee. And after about 3 hours of trying, could not go at all. And I'm feeling like panicked, like what the hell's going on? And my bladder's full and I'm like in pain. And I'm getting up every 5 minutes because it feels like I have to go. So anyway, I end up in the hospital. I got the catheter. I emptied the bladder. I had the catheter for 2 days. That's the long story short. I can go into more detail later. So I've been taking medication, just a small amount of alpha blocker, they call it, which lowers the blood pressure. I already have low blood pressure, but they're going to lower a little more to open up the blood vessels and open up so everything's working fine since I started that. I'm taking your typical, prostate supplements with, the usual stuff. You can look it up, but it's a natural supplement with many different ingredients. Taking that every day. Forgot to take it this morning, so I better take it now before my food is empty. So I take a couple of those pills every morning with my water. And hopefully that's helping to shrink my prostate slowly. Handy dandy water thing. Anyway, that's the long story short. And then back to the condominium. We go swimming here almost every day in the pool. There's a beach about 2 kilometers away, a 5-minute motorcycle ride. We're at the beach. It's a nice beach. It's got many I'll play a video of it later. It's got many rocky quays coming out to block the waves coming in. There's like 10 kilometers of that. And at the end of the road, the beach road, there's a big weekend market. People selling all kinds of stuff. And you just basically order food and go sit under the umbrella for free. And go swimming if you want. But it's a nice beach. The water's relatively clean. I've checked out anything I could to find out the water quality. It's fine now for swimming. And I've been there a couple times. It only drops off kind of quick when you get into the water. So Nina hasn't gone swimming yet, but she will. Anyway, so that's our location. We're close to a long trail in the mangrove along the river, which is just off the beach, literally like, 100 kilometers from the beach is this river flowing through and into the ocean at some point. But we found this trail on the opposite side of the river from the beach, and you access it from the main road and go over a bridge and down. You go left or you go right on the big, man-made paneled trail. And it's all water. It's all part of the river, but it's a mangrove forest off the riverside, close, going up to the shore. Not the shore, but the other side of the river. And I walked the first time myself, about an hour going in, and came to this nice spiral staircase tower, about 140 steps up. So it's a good size climb. And you get the panoramic view of the beach area and the river. And behind is all mangrove forest. It's all in the water. The trees are all implanted with their long roots into the water. And came back. I was sore for 3 days. the longest hike I've been on since back down in Ao Nang, going on the Tiger Temple hike, which was a lot longer, a lot harder. So that was to the right on the river. We go to the left. Nina came with me last week, and it leads you through the mangrove forest park. So nice hiking close by. And here we are for the next 3 months. So Nina's out working now. She's doing on-call visits to people's homes, and does work here at the house in the bedroom. We just closed the door, set up the pad on the bed, and she makes it her own in-home spa. So that's all for now. Thanks for listening. I will report next on our trip to Koh Samet, which we went on earlier this week. Came back on Wednesday. It's now Saturday. So we've had a few days to recoup from that, and I'll tell you all more about that and whatever else in the next video. Thanks.